Walkaround family, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a 2024 Honda Pilot LX in crystal black pearl. Now this LX has an HPD Plus package on it, and I'm gonna go into detail with that in a second. This is a very important trim level because this is the base model in the Pilot. This is the lowest model you can get. Above this you have the Sport, the EXL, the Trail Sport, the Touring, and the Elite. In my opinion, this is not an easy model to come by. Here in my region, we don't get many LXs. A lot of people buy EXLs, Tourings, Trail Sports, Elites, some sports, but I rarely get LXs, especially this is the first one I've ever seen that came from Honda with the HPD package. Now on the base model Pilot, you're still gonna have your full LED headlamps, so LED high beam, low beam, turn signals, and daytime running lights. Below that, you don't get fog lights. I believe you get fog lights starting on the Sport, if I'm not mistaken. So this one just have a cutout. There's not no fog lights there at all. You do get a chrome piece on the lower portion of the bumper, functional bumper skirt as well. And the grille is just a regular flat black. Because it's the base model, it's not gonna be too fancy. So flat black on the grille, big emblem, and that also houses your radar. You do have this chrome eyebrow that cuts through the headlights and the grille. On the lower portion of the bumper, it is flat black as well. And then you have some sensors that help you out with your Honda sensing feature. Taking a look on the side portion, if you're familiar with the 23s, you're gonna be familiar with the 24. Same design, same size, nothing has changed. Now the HPD package does give you these brawn wheels, and they are 18s. If you get a normal LX without this package, you get a different type of a rim. And the tires, I believe, are 255, 60, wrapped around 18-inch wheels. And the HPD rims is actually a unique color because it's bronze with a metallic flakes in it. And you can get bronze or you can get this package in black. The Plus will also give you the fender flares around the fenders and the stickers on the rear. If you get a normal HPD package, it'll only come with the wheels and I believe this little garnish down here, and that's it. You won't get the fender flares or the stickers. And you can see the HPD also adds a little piece down here to the lower portion of the door. Now, if you're familiar with the Pilot, the overall design is still the same. So you do get the flat grille, give you a more aggressive look from the previous Pilot. You do get the power bulge hood. You do get the wider windshield and the updated Honda sensing camera that is also wider. And you do have the traditional windshield wipers. The newer Civics and I believe Accords have the new design where the sprayer is on the wiper itself. Here you can see the sprayer is tucked underneath the hood. On the side mirror, the LX will give you flat black portion all over the whole mirror. So usually you get a higher trim. This portion will be body colored and this will be flat black or this will be gloss black. On the LX, flat black, that's pretty much it. Looking around the windows, they're all flat black going around there, body colored door handles. It is super windy right now, so I apologize if you guys hear any wind noise. Coming along to the rear, the first thing you're gonna notice is the HPD sticker on the fender. That comes with the HPD Plus. Fender flares in the rear as well. And the black with the bronze actually is a good combination in my opinion. Up top, you do have a shark fin style antenna that is body colored. Your window spoiler is half flat black, half body colored. You have clear LED brake lights. Wipers are exposed. You also get an HPD sticker in the rear because it came with the package. Pilot Bully spelled out on the rear. The Honda emblem is chrome. You can black that out if you wanted to. The all-wheel drive is chrome. You can also black that out as well. Your tail lights are a combination. So brake lights are LED, turn signals are traditional bulbs, and reverse lights, I believe, is traditional bulbs as well. On the lower portion of the bumper, flat black, that's pretty much it. No exposed exhaust, but you do get dual exhaust on the LX, and you get dual exhaust on all of the trim levels because the 3.5 V6 is standard on the Pilot no matter what trim level you get. For the reverse camera, you do have a washer on the back of the camera. That's actually cool that they kept that on the LX because this is the base model, and your lights are LED for your license plate frame. Kind of just changed up the look just a little bit. If you don't want your Pilot to look like everyone else's, this is something that Honda has available. Here's the key fob for the LX, and it is the newer design that Honda's been using on their keys. Now the LX does not have remote start, so all you're gonna have is lock, unlock, unlock the trunk. There's no power trunk on this model. You have to go to an EXL, panic, and then you do have a built-in key fob in the fob as well. On the side mirrors, you also don't have blind spot monitoring. That starts on sport and up. You do have smart entry. Even though you don't have remote start, you do have smart entry. So you tap these lines right here. It will lock all the doors, and if the key is on you, put your hand in the door handle. It will unlock for you. And this Crystal Black Pearl has the gray interior on the LX. And if you go with an LX or a Sport, you will get the fabric material instead of leather. Now on the door panel over here, up top, it is slightly soft touch. Soft touch there, and you have the cloth material, so it's soft where you put your armrest. Auto up down for all 4 windows. Power locks, power mirrors, and you do have some additional storage there, bottle holder, some more storage there. On the driver's seat, it is manual, so you have to pump to go up and down. You pull this guy to move this forward and back, and your seat position, pull the bar to move forward and back as well. Same thing on the passenger side, except for the passenger side goes forward and back, and this back piece goes forward and back, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna jump in here, actually get out this crazy wind, and before I close the door, some gloss black on the door itself, and you have this little silver piece that kind of break that up as well. Shut the door. Welcome to your Honda. It is push button start, so foot on brake, and I'm gonna push button start up here where you can see it, and your Pilot will roar to life. Now on the left side of the steering wheel, you do have an air vent, and this air vent is the same shape as the tail light, so a little Easter egg that Honda throws in there. You have some few blank buttons, except for your traction control on and off. And down below, you have your lever to pop the hood. The steering wheel is polyurethane material, so it's like a soft rubber. If you want leather, I believe you have to go sport and up. And you do have gloss black or piano black on the inside of the steering wheel, kind of give you a more sportier feel. But remember, this is a base model, so you're not really looking for the best high quality things or fully loaded features. You kind of just want an A to B, but still want something a little bit nice. You have your headlight controls over here on the left stalk, which is auto, parking on, and I believe you have auto high beam on and off. And on the left side of the steering wheel, you do have some shortcuts, next track, previous, your volume switch. You have a source switch that will quickly switch between AM, FM, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, all that good stuff. You have a home button because your display here is half digital and half analog. I believe this is a 7-inch digital side, and the right side is just a traditional analog speedometer. You do have a digital speedometer right there in the middle as well. And then you can see you're gonna have your mileage and your gas, I want to say gas life. I guess your gas level, what gear you in, outside temperature, all of that good stuff. And then you do have a scroll wheel for the screen and voice command. And if you hold it, you have Apple, it'll be Siri. If you have Android, I think it'll be Google Assistant. On the right side here, you have your wipers. So you have off, low, intermediate, low, and high, so that backwards. And then for your rear camera, you have off, intermediate, on, and then you have the little washer to clean the rear camera. I don't think Honda wanted to make the switch for the Elites and the Trail Sport and then make them for other trim levels, so they kept the picture of the front camera cleaner, even though you don't have a front camera on the LX. On the right side of the steering wheel, you do have some of your Honda sensing features and your cruise control features. So cruise on and off, cancel, resume set. This is how you adjust adaptive cruise control. And this is for your lane keep assist. You do have paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. And the Pilot do come with a 10-speed automatic transmission with the 3.5 V6 in every trim level. Familiar with Honda, you're going to be familiar with this display here. So if I hit the little home button, it will show up all my apps you can use, not really apps, but I guess your options you can choose from. Range and fuel, speed and time, driver attention, are you awake to drive, all-wheel drive torque distribution, because this model is all-wheel drive, so you can see how much torque is being distributed between all 4 wheels, who have their seatbelts on, your oil life, tire pressure between all 4 tires, safety support where you can turn off and on some of your safety features. Because this is the lowest model, you're able to turn off road departure mitigation and your collision mitigation. If you want more of the safety features, they are available on higher trim levels. And you can have nothing where it shows nada. Here you can also change your digital speedometer to kilometers. If you leave the country, you go to Mexico, go to Canada, and you have your brightness, and then you have settings. And this here you can adjust the different type of settings, like the door lock settings, Actually, I want to check something here. Let's go to door setup. You have a door lock. You have walkaway auto lock feature standard on the LX. So that's a standard feature on all the pilots where if you walk away without locking the doors, it'll lock the doors automatically for you. Cool feature. And then I'm gonna put it back to range and fuel. So a little customizable display you can do there, and that's not bad for a base model. Come along to your infotainment center here. So you do get a 7-inch touchscreen display, and it does have physical buttons and touchscreen. Volume knob, you have a tuning knob, you have shortcuts down below, next track, previous, phone, radio. Media is going to be your Bluetooth and USB. Connect is going to be Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, back key, and menu. And it is a touchscreen too. Now, if you want to use Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you do have to plug your phone in to use that feature. If you get an EXL and up, you get the bigger 9-inch display, and you will get wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Right below that, you have the air vents. Now, the Civic came out with a new air vent that all the Hondas starting to have now, but Pilot kind of have his own thing. And they actually brought back the storage that the original Pilot used to have right there. But super easy design, hazards in the middle. You can see push button start right there, another vent all the way down to the right. Now down below, you do have your climate control, and you do have tri-zone climate control, even though this is the base model. So driver, passenger, and who sits in the rear can have 3 different temperatures. You have your modes there, you have auto, and you have AC on and off, front defrost, on and off for the whole system, heated back glass, your air circulation, and sync. So if you turn sync off, passenger can catch on fire, and then whoever sits in the rear, they can also catch on fire, and then the driver keep it nice and cool. And then if you turn sync on, you're controlling all 3 temperatures as well. And you can turn off the rear climate control and settings like I just went to. Right below that, you do have this little small pocket storage piece. I don't know what you're gonna put there, but you can put something in there. You do have a USB-A and a USB-C with a power outlet. The USB-A is for your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. The USB-C is just for charging and faster charging. Also, a little piano black right here, but it's not too much in the interior. I like how they just put a dash right there. Below that, you have this storage tray where you can put all types of things, your phone. You can fit like 2 smartphones or all types of things. Higher trims will come to wireless phone charge on this side and storage on this side, but the LX just give you a pad, and that's pretty much it. And below that, you do have the transmission selectors. Now, this is a little bit different. You know, everyone's used to having a traditional shifter. You push for park, reverse is pulling back this way. Just in case you're going to gear without looking, Honda want to make sure you know what you're doing. Neutral is down, drive, you push down, and you push drive again to put the transmission into a sport mode. More flat piano black around the controllers, and you have your cup holders here too that can fit large cups as well. And you do have pretty much hard plastic in the center console right here. It looks like the same material as the steering wheel, but the steering wheel is a little bit more softer. And you do have your armrest here. Because the seats are a cloth interior, you have a cloth armrest, a single stitch, and you have a big bin here with no controls, not controls, but no outlets or anything like that. And this is soft as well. Come along to the glove box. It is lockable, and it's not damped, so you see it just flops open, but it is lockable. And coming along above the infotainment system, you have your regular rear view mirror, no auto dimming and no home link. You just flip it, somebody got their high beams on like normal. You do have your LED lighting throughout the whole cabin as well. The headliner on the LX, there's a gray interior. This has a gray headliner. No moonroof. If you want a moonroof, you have to get a Trail Sport and up. So Trail Sport, Touring, and Elite will give you the panoramic moonroof. If you get a LX Sport or EXL, you won't get no moonroof, but at least you get more headroom because there's no moonroof. You do get a visor on the LX, no light though, but it gives you the mirror. And look at the passenger side as well. They get a mirror with no light. I'm gonna put the Pilot in reverse, hold the brakes and push back this way. And you can see you still get a traditional backup camera. It's the multi-angle backup camera. No 360 Trail Watch camera like you get in the Trail Sport or the Elite, but you can still customize the different views. So you have a wide angle, you have normal, and then you have top down as well. So multiple different views. Because this model don't have blind spot, you don't get the cross traffic either. Put that guy back into park. You do have different drive modes. Actually, forgot to even go over this guy. So you have normal. So you have normal, econ, snow, and tow. If you get a higher models, you get more options as well, like sand and mud and a little bit more sport mode and those goodies. But you do get different drive modes on the LX, electronic parking brake. So instead of you having the foot pedal like the previous Pilot, it's electronic. You do have brake hold, where if you're in drive and you turn the feature on, it'll hold your brake while you're in drive. Cool feature. You do have a downhill cruise control and your engine idle auto off button as well. So we're gonna jump out of here, take a look at the second row, because that's probably gonna be important, because a lot of you guys gonna have families and stuff in here. Oh man, it is windy. I don't know if you guys can see it in the window. As soon as I open the door, I walk into like sand and dirt that's blowing in my face. Oh, make sure this thing's unlocked. All right, it's a really windy day today. It's crazy. I got sand and stuff blowing in my face. But I love you guys, so no matter the weather, we out here doing walkarounds. So on the back door, hard touch. No built-in sunshade because it is a lower model. This is hard touch too. Soft touch on the armrest. You do have some gloss black here or piano black. Silver piece, kind of break it up like the front. You have this aluminum style door handle, but I think it's just plastic. You do have some more storage there, 2 cup holders, bottle holders, more storage down there. And then here's the rear seats. The rear seats have the same design like the front seats, so we have this kind of quilted type design. And the gray interior is like you guys see it in person. It's a really light gray, but it's a nice material. Feels good to the hand. Close the door up. Now the front seat, I did move it back a little bit so I can show you guys the cockpit, but you still have plenty of legroom just behind the driver's seat. No mat pocket, but you do get one behind the passenger seat. And you have no controls back here, but you do get 2 USB-Cs and an air vent as well. If you get higher trims, then you have a control piece back here. But just take a look at the cockpit again. It's a very simple, sleek design in the interiors of the newer Hondas now. Honda try to make it kind of simple, not too cluttered, but not too simplistic either, where there's no buttons anywhere. And then you can see the middle seat, it does fold down. So you pull this little lever here, and it folds down to be an armrest and cup holders with additional storage. So that's nice if you're not using this middle seat. And then you pull it back up. I don't know if you do that with one hand. Yeah, I was not doing that with one hand, but you pull up and then pull the seat up at the same time. If you have car seats, you're gonna love these car seats tethers because they're right there. You don't have to look for them. Even in this middle seat right here, the hooks are just exposed and you don't gotta look for them. And you can use it for all 3 seats, which is really nice. And then we're gonna jump out of here and actually get into that third row. And there's multiple ways to get back there. Now, you have 2 buttons here. This guy will drop the seats down flat if you need the seat down flat. If we pick that back up and push this button right here, it'll fold the seat forward and actually move up for you. So you have some space to get in the third row. So I'm actually gonna climb back here, take the seat belts off. And then I got some floor mats and some bunch of bags and stuff. But yeah, so let's close the door. Sitting back here, I still have space back here. I'm like 5'10", and I don't think the seat is all the way back. You can see it's a little bit forward than this seat, but still, if you put someone back here, maybe an adult that you hate, they will still be a little comfortable. Nothing too crazy. On the left side here, you do have 2 cup holders, air vents. And if you get a higher trim, this would be a USB-C port, but it's a lower trim, so just a block off. But it's nice that you get air vents because the MDX actually doesn't give you air vents in the third row. And same thing on that side, 2 cup holders, air vents, a little window. You do have your seat belt for the middle seat because you do seat 3 back here. Most SUVs in this size, you only seat 2 back here. You do seat 3, and you can also get these stuff out the way. You can also put a car seat back here as well too. There's a tether on this seat only. So we're gonna jump back out of here, and the easiest way to get out is you have this button right there. You push it, and look at that, let you right out. You do have a capless fuel filler, so technically the gas cap is on the door. And when you lock the Pilot, it'll lock this door. That way anyone can't just open that guy up. You have your HPD sticker because this is the HPD Plus, which gives you a little bit more than the regular HPD. Open this guy up. So you can see with the third row up, you have decent carbon space. You have decent cargo space. The tailgate is not power. You have to get an EXL and up to get a power tailgate. And then if you want to fold down the seats, you just pull this piece right here. It folds down and it drops down for you. I'm not gonna drop this one down because there's some stuff there. And they do recline a little bit as well. This Pilot do have a protection package, so it'll come with wheel locks, splash guards, and this foldable cargo tray. So if you have all rows, if you have the third row down and You pull this guy over, it'll protect your carpet. Pilot is equipped with a protection package, which comes with wheel locks, splash guards, and a cargo tray. And this is a foldable cargo tray, so if you put both seats down for the third row, this will fold over the carpet to help protect your carpet and protect this carpet right here as well. There's some additional storage underneath, and you can see it's a pretty deep. If you get a EXL, or actually not an EXL, if you get a Touring or an Elite, it will actually be deeper in there. If you get a Touring or an Elite, you will have a deeper cargo space back here because they have a removable middle seat where you can turn into a captain's chair and store the seat in there. Also, they come with a donut spare tire, so you're able to have more deeper space in there. If you get a Trail Sport, the Trail Sport comes with a full-size spare tire, so it'll be shallow, but even though the Trail Sport don't have the seat right here, it's a 7-passenger only. Also, with this guy, it's reversible, so you have a hard side, you can flip this over, and you have the carpet side, so you can take this out and flip it over, or you can take this out and actually store it inside the floor as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that back up. And you do have your tools there, so you have a jack and your funnel all under there, but some storage as well. Low storage on this side with a speaker, and blank buttons, because if you get a higher trim, you have the walk away close feature and a power outlet back here, but because it's an LX, Honda don't give you any of those goodies, just block those off. And actually, I'm gonna close this guy up and show you guys the spare tire. So you can see it is a donut as well. Only the Trail Sport get a full size spare tire.